Well, I think coming in the game, I told our guys only one returning player played over 20 minutes last year for us. They had 5 of their top 7. Great program, 3 conference championships since 21, 5 times ranked number 1 since I think 2017. Both Final Four teams, and really proud of how these guys stepped up, especially second half.
Fantastic. With that, we'll open it up for questions for the in-person media. Yeah, go ahead.
Scott, what did you think the difference was for your team down the stretch, being able to overcome that gap, and finish as strong as y'all did?
Well, the game is such a game of momentum. In the first half, we had 11 turnovers. Finished the game with just 4 in the second half, and that's Baylor basketball. We had some good individual plays really helped us that first half, but I thought second half we did a little better job of making things easy, taking advantage of what the defense gave us, partly because we made simple decisions. Shot the open threes, drove the closeouts, and then we got stops so we could get in transition. Second half, our defense was much better, holding them to 39%, where first half they were shooting 50%.
Okay, go ahead.
To go in 28 in your first game, I mean, could you imagine having a start like this?
It's not what I imagined for sure, but it's just my teammates. I just leaned on my teammates. They just encouraged me. The coach staff, they just encouraged me just to
Friday.
But it's easy when you just play for the money. It just makes it simple. There ain't nothing to worry about. There's no fear. So I just came to the game. Culture of joy, that's what we call it. Jesus, others, yourself. Just come in, play for Jesus and others first, and then the game is just going to come to you.
And Scott, can you just talk about Jacoby and the night he had?
I mean, first of all, this kind of night's what he's capable of. But his answer right there, his intangibles, the man he is, far exceeds anything on the board. And God's given him a great platform. He does a tremendous job on it. And couldn't be more proud of him. It's a blessing to be able to coach him.
What does it mean to play in a venue like this, Coach? I know you've been here a couple times already.
Well, we try to get you guys good endings. So anyway, great game for college basketball tonight. I know college basketball is taking some criticism for great matchups this opening week, and I credit Coach Pearl and Lee Miller's put on this event. It's great for college basketball fans in the first week, and this is a win that helps you come March. And it's a great first game because you get exposed quick. And I thought a lot of the heart we had and just our culture, joy, and how they play for Jesus, others, and themselves. I mean, it's evident. Not everybody played their best game, and they all stuck together and found a way.
What did you learn about your team tonight?
They are who I thought they were. And we've enjoyed coaching them in practice, and we know what they're capable of. And now it's the challenge of just blending everybody and continuing to get better, because it's a race to the end of the season. It's not where you start; it's where you finish.
Jacoby, for you, your first college game. What takeaways do you have from tonight?
Try to carry it over to the next game. Just continue to do what we do as a team, stay together. Togetherness, the more we stay together, it's going to be easier when we get into the season.
Yes. Time for online. Okay, great. With that, we'll open to the online crew. Please push the raise your hand button quickly. We probably have time for about 2 of those if you could. So go ahead. Okay. All right, Steve Moulton, I see you've got your hand up. Go ahead and unmute yourself and fire away.
Coach Drew, I was hoping you could speak to Auburn. What were your impressions of what you saw out of the Auburn Tigers, Coach?
Auburn's got a really good team. I think they're going to have a lot of success this year. Obviously, their front line is experienced and good, and they got a lot of different weapons in the backcourt. Coach Pearl does a great job always, so they have a good home court advantage. We'll be cheering for them the rest of the year, and hopefully it helps both our net ratings this game.
Next question comes from Michael Haig. Michael, please unmute yourself and go ahead. Michael Haig.
It's a great question, Michael.
Okay, and then we'll give the last question here to Bryce. Bryce, from the Waco Chip, go ahead, Bryce. Please unmute yourself and you get the last question of the evening for Baylor.
Scott, you've talked about Yves Misi and what he brings. Obviously a huge play there on the defensive end, then getting that dunk. You mentioned he could be a fan favorite at Baylor. Does that show a little bit of his potential?
What do you think, Eve?
Eve is a freak. It's nothing crazy to us. Since summer he's been doing that, and so him doing that, that's just you expect that every game out of him. That was a very big play. That's what we needed to get us going. And then just a big time play by Eve. Showed up when we needed him to.
Our best teams, we've always had players that in practice they make Sports Center top 10 plays. And what Jacoby said, he gives you that possibility more than not. And I'm just glad that everyone else is getting to see what we see because he does block a lot of shots and dunk on people.
All the time.